This past season, Coach P led the Blue Devils to a 33-3 record while winning the ACC regular season and tournament championship. She also collected ACC Coach of the Year honors for her team's effort. This is the third honor in 6 years for Coach P. Please welcome the head coach of your Blue Devils, Joanne P. McCauley.
Thanks, Morgan. Appreciate that. Just great to see everybody here. Congratulations, Haley. That wasn't much of a surprise, but we're really proud of you. It was especially good to mingle outside and to talk to everybody about the season and what it's been, because it's been quite a journey. You know, we have a saying: one team, one fight. You know, blue collar fight, and it's all about us. And then tonight, it's really all about us in the room and the tremendous support that you all have given our program and shown our team. There are so many people to thank. Again, Washington Duke for this beautiful setup, and Armani Rice and Nye Waterfield for what they've done to set it up. A special appreciation for Kate over to my right here. That's Kate Singer, everybody, doing her job. And the Bahama crowd over here, Bobby Sorrell to my left, for all your work. I'm told they showed up early and things weren't quite the way they wanted them to be, so the Kate Bobby thing got going, and it looks absolutely beautiful. We appreciate it. I think it's time, ladies, for us to really recognize a couple of people. And one person I think is all very dear to us, and in so many ways, because she just goes over and above everything all the time and always has that positive face. And who am I talking about? No, not yet. Smoke, not smoke. No, who am I talking about? Who every day we see after practice greets us with a smile. Sam Langle is here. And Sam, I'd just like you to stand and get a rousing applause for your patience, for your care. She is amazing. She always makes me happy. She always talks about something that is just beautiful and makes so much sense. Sam, we have some quotes from some of the players on you. This one, I bet you can guess who this is from. Everyone knows how I love to eat, so she is particularly important to me. The food is always great, but she's also a great person to talk to and provide a few laughs after a tough workout or practice. Who loves to eat? That is Amber. That's right. That's coming from Amber. See if you can guess this one. Sam means a lot to the team. Not only does she make great food, but she genuinely cares about the well-being of the team. You can talk to her about anything. One of you said that. Yeah, that kind of represents. Kalia Johnson did a nice job summing that one up. Kalia, we appreciate that. Sam, thank you, really. You mean a great deal to us. We're really glad you're here tonight. The real fighters that could not be here with us are Jim and Susan Sabiston. Yeah. Their devotion and dedication to our program is just second to none. And they certainly have taught us the meaning of junkyard mean. You know, Jim always wants us to be junkyard mean, and in his fight with cancer, he's talked about being junkyard mean himself. This is a quote from Haley on her blog. Jim has been undergoing his own fight with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma for the last 2 years, a fight far greater than any we face on the court. Throughout his battle, Jim has remained the most ardent supporter of our program. Jim's admonition to play junkyard mean will always be in our minds and in our hearts. And, you know, sometimes we felt that we've had some adversity this year. We all felt that. It's a whole nother level for Jim and what he's going through. So he's feeling pretty good these days. He couldn't be here tonight. His wife Susan couldn't be here. But I hope he's in your prayers, and we're definitely thinking about him for sure. Yes, and another, on a lighter note, there's the Road Devils. Those Road Devils. We will never forget, Bobby, all your great work with that. And also, I think we were at Virginia where you guys were up in the nosebleed section. And there were all those empty seats behind the bench, and they refused to move the Road Devils, you know, closer to us. I thought that was interesting. Another person who always comes up for us is Summer. Yes. All I know is she works more overtime than anybody I know. and that I'm hoping a vacation is coming your way some. She said she was kind of excited for you guys to leave town, so hopefully she'll get a little vacation. But Summer, thank you very much for everything that you do. We had some warriors that really had to endure. What Katie Heckman went through on a surprise was not a lot of fun. That was the most ridiculous thing I ever saw. She was working hard and just took a step, and she went down, and silly Coach P said, "Get up, Katie, you're fine. You're fine." And it was a denial thing coming from me because she didn't look, she hurt her knee, and it was a terrible day. Katie, it's been great to see you grow throughout the entire year. I'm sorry that happened, but I know there's got to be some greatness behind it because you worked really, really hard. We continue to work with Amber, and Amber, again, was supposed to play this year. I have been asked this question, Amber, more than any other question tonight. When is Amber playing? When is Amber playing? She's going to play when she's ready. She's excited. She's been a vocal voice. She's always had a great appetite. And she's got great pictures on Facebook if you want to follow her. And I just know she's going to be all set. She's definitely going to be all set. For you, Chelsea, I can't believe what you did with the hand you were dealt. Never seen anything like that before in my life. To be on the floor with the Docs in summer, that was an extraordinary thing. People crying in the stands, that was a very difficult time for us. Haley, I'll never forget you patting me on the back as I walked out sort of in a trauma state, trying to figure out what had just happened, and Haley comes over and goes, "It's okay, Coach P, we're good, we're good." I said, "Thanks, Haley." And the neatest thing I will remember, Chelsea, is how you turned into a coach. Watching you on the bench, and I think you got to be a better coach when you sat closer to the front. Now, I don't know if that's because you were by Coach Brown or not, okay? Maybe Coach Brown was rubbing off on you, or maybe you were feeling like you owned the place a little bit. But it was a great thing, and something that will really help your game next year, so we're sad about that. We've got kind of a dream team at Duke. Stephen, Barbara, Tasha are here with Sam tonight. I don't know where they're sitting, but they can wave. They're right over here. They've been dear to Duke and dear to our team in every sense of the word, and we're very, very grateful indeed. Dr. Kevin White is here. You all know Dr. White. It was neat to see the pictures of him cutting down the net. The team made him do that, which I thought was really, really cool. And I just hope you guys know that we have the best athletic director in the country, bar none. Bar none. And I'm not just saying that because he gave me a new contract. Really, I'm not. It's been fascinating to follow his stories about alignment and what's happened with our conference. And where would Duke be today without all that expertise? I mean, honestly, it's incredible when I think about it. So he's very, very very special to us. Jane's not here tonight, but she normally is. Then you've got Stan and Ramona are also here, working very hard and wonderful to our program. Jackie Styler, I don't think could be here, but Cindy Hartman is here, which is great, and you already know that. And Martha's here. I don't know what to say about Martha. We serve on a board together. Don't we have fun on that board, Martha? Martha's very special to us as well. My coaches, this has been a special year because we've all had to, I don't know, figure each other out. Put up with each other and go through a lot together. Al Brown and I are going into our 10th year of working together. That's going into the 10th year. And Coach Brown, it's been just a pleasure. Our conversations have meant the world to me. And I know your value with this team and helping develop our growth all the way around. It's been very, very special, very special. And Karen is very dear. I still wish she was in Durham more. So I wish she would come see us, and I hope she can someday. For Candace and Joy as former players, you guys are amazing. We've been through a lot. You know, it's a tough thing to pull people along and then also to be a good listener. And you guys seem to get that balance on both ends. And your enthusiasm is really important. And the way you mentor these women is critically important. So special coaches all the way around. Now, Sarah Smoke. Man, 5 years and you are a stud woman. Can I say it? Can I say it? Because you told the team. Sarah got a wonderful job last year, University of Buffalo, where, of course, Dr. White's son is the athletic director, just to tie that in a little bit. And she thought, I'm not sure I want to go quite yet. I've got stuff to do, and she turned that down very nicely. We talked about it. We moved on. This year, she's just accepted a position at Coastal Carolina as a top assistant coach in charge of recruiting and everything else that assistant coaches do. Really cool. It's hard. It's a funny feeling because she loves these girls more than anything, and it's a funny feeling for her right now. So give her lots of hugs and lots of pictures, but we're not far away. And I hope Coastal will come play us. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, and Cameron, come on. That'll be great. I do want to mention Allie briefly, but I'm going to talk about Allie more later. But just her leadership, reminding you all of her commitments, the Sweet Night that she's done, the DCI, Blue Devils versus Cancer, the Ramblin' Rose. We're going to touch on Allie. But Allie, the important thing for you to know is you're kind of like a coach on the floor. You have so much experience. You know, when I talk about my coaches, I can't help but mention your name for all the experience you have. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I hope you remember, there is nobody that plays harder than Allie. There is nobody that plays harder than Allie. That's a legacy that you leave, and I hope others remember that, want to carry that, and take that and do great things with it. We have two incredible senior managers. I'd like them to stand. Jake Friedman and Morgan Oliver. Where are they? Where'd they go? Okay, these guys rock. These guys. They do absolutely everything. Jake is employed and will be teaching in Boston. So he's got a job. He's got a job. Morgan, no pressure. I'm sorry, no pressure. She doesn't have a job yet, but she's looking. She's looking. Couple things to celebrate. I guess there are quite a few for this special team. We talked about ACC champions, 4 straight years earning the regular season title, and 3rd ACC tournament championship in 4 years. That's really significant. It speaks so much about everybody. And Allie, what you've been a part of is amazing, amazing. This is a Smarty Pants team, definitely Smarty Pants. The GPA of a 3.3 is kind of like a golf team. And that's everybody with 5 selections on the all-academic team. And I think Morgan mentioned Chelsea Lex, Trisha Haley, and Allie. But Allie's done it 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row. I felt we were kind of a stingy defensive team. Field goal percentage defense, we held people to 33%, which was 3rd best in school history. For the 4th consecutive season, we led in every defensive category in the ACC. Ladies, you need to be proud of that. Interesting how dangerous we could be at times. This season, we held 7 conference opponents to their lowest point total in conference play. So that was 7 different ones, so that was great. It's fun to be dominant. Our scoring defense got pretty good when we only allowed 3 points in the first half of Monmouth. That was kind of interesting to do that. Triple doubles continue. Chelsea tied the ACC record with 2nd career double against Boston College. She's on, I guess she's right there with Dawn Staley. Is that right, Lindy? I think she's right there with Dawn Staley in her triple double. We also learned how to share a little bit. Chelsea set the Duke single game assist record with 15. Yes, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Lex tied the Duke NCAA record with assists for 26 in the NCAA. And E dominated her block situation, setting ACC records with that, which is just incredible. Okay, all those blocks in every single game, and the consistency of it is just great. Yeah. 4 straight Elite 8, it was rather painful. We're very proud of what we've accomplished, and we're very proud of the direction we're moving, and it's okay that it was painful. That's a very, very good sign. Had the 4th undefeated home season in Duke history. Led the nation in 3-point field goal percentage at 41%. Tricia Liston was 3rd with 45.6%. Set an ACC record with 17 ACC wins. Yeah. You guys are just having fun clapping. You're just clapping. Incredible comeback. Down 16 in the second round of the NCAA tournament, Chloe Wells' defense led the charge in that fight. This one's kind of fun. A relentless combo punch of O&D in the first half at enemy territory. The score was 50-19. 50-19, yep. A decisive win as the evil empire when we went to College Park. That was kind of fun. Morgan talked about the 4 players reaching 1,000-point milestones this season. I don't think I've ever heard of that. That's 4 players, again, Chelsea, Tricia, Haley, and E. But that's an unusual stat. We talked about the All-ACC, Chelsea, Tricia, Elizabeth, Haley. ACC Defensive Player of the Year, Elizabeth. ACC All-Rookie, Alexis. WBCA All-American, Chelsea Gray. That's the first since 2007. First since Lindsay Harding. First since Lindsay Harding. And 7th in Duke history. 7th in Duke history for that. We had AP All-Americans in Chelsea and Elizabeth. We had a freshman All-American in Alexis. Haley was a Capital One Academic All-District. And Tricia Liston set a new ACC record for free throws, 93%. We had actually 7 players, 7, from next year's team selected to the USA Trials this May. We have 5 selected from our current team plus 2 of our incoming. Elizabeth, Chelsea, Tricia, Lex, and Haley were all invited to USA Trials, and Odera and Kendall were also invited to USA Trials. That is 7. That's a record. I've got to go back to thanking some principled folks, some amazing people. I don't know what to say about this person. Getting people on the honor roll, her demeanor, she's never moody. Have you guys ever seen Heather in a bad mood? Yes. Okay, well, forget that. From my perspective, Heather is the most on it, professional, organized, dedicated person. Where did she go? Where is Heather? Heather, aren't I more accurate about my description of you? Absolutely. We cannot thank you enough for what you... Ladies, you need to give up, you guys, a round of applause for Heather Ryan. Yes. Come on. Along the academic front, it's just wonderful. Christoph, I could talk a lot about, but is a great person and just had been great for Duke. But Christoph, we can't thank you enough. How easy you make things, how clearly you explain things, clearly, and how we can work together so efficiently. And we're really, really grateful for that. So thank you very much there. Now, our doctors, I don't know, they all need a raise. Our docs all need a raise, along with Summer, I guess, right? Dr. Toth, Dr. Squire, Dr. Bytomsky, all of our docs, we keep them busy. It's been too many crutches that we've passed around, but we're very, very grateful. One of the best volunteer we have, who does not take a salary, best volunteer ever, is our faithful chaplain, James Mitchell. Mitch, and I don't think Mitch is here. Is Mitch here? Where? Oh my gosh, how did you sneak in here? What can we say about Mitch? He motivates us. What else? Keeps us in check. He motivates us. He what? He preaches to us. He's our preacher. Mitch, we appreciate you so much. I don't know if we ever could say thank you enough. Now, look, ladies, I take him out to lunch. What do you do for Mitch? What? You just hang out? Do you bring him any food or cupcakes? Okay, we'll work on that appreciation. We're very, very grateful for everything you do, for sure. I thank you, Cindy Hartman, for all your work with our team, and you and Jackie and the national exposure you give us. Morgan Patrick the voice of power behind the Duke women. Thank you, and Liz and Jackie and Nick for leading us wherever Morgan is. He's right over here, Morgan Patrick. Okay, we need to thank some people, our managers, and I'll just read them. If you could just stand up real quick, just stand up. I'll read your first name because we've got more than Jake and Morgan. We've got Jake, Morgan, Lisette, Crystal, Abby, Allie, Jay, Zenzi, Aaron, and Brooke. Give it up. A special thank you, I don't believe he's here because he's gotten so popular, is to Mark Trebus for all Mark has done for developing our team. He works with our team. He's worked with other Duke teams. He's very good at what he does, and he challenges our truth. That's what I think he does. He really challenges our truth, and we're grateful to Mark. Coach Will is another person who works day in, day out. Coach Will is here. Can't see him. And Nancy and PJ and their family, and just the dedication they give every single day. It's much more than a weight room situation. It's a lot of great teaching, and we're very, very grateful for that. Also, I want a special shout out to Nicole Jones in marketing. Does a tremendous job in her first year and is really excited about women's basketball. Her and Kelly are just absolutely super there. Yes. Clap it. Thank you, Ramona. Thank you. Okay, we got the scout guys. Are scout guys here? Oh, can't say enough about. Okay, can't say enough about them. I'd like you to stand, and we'll give you a round of applause. Josh, Brian, Will, Eton, Dave, Georgie, Ari, Chris Wu. Woo. Really cool, really cool. Those guys are great. They can handle being yelled at by me, by Coach Brown, by anybody. And we really appreciate you guys are the difference makers for us. And it was so funny. One of the scout guys came to me after we came back from Miami. Remember that game? Ugh. And he said to me, "I'm really sorry, Coach P. We didn't have enough scout guys here, and you guys lost to Miami, and I think it was our fault." And I thought, oh my gosh. We got scout guys taking responsibility. I thought that was really cool. So I can't remember who said that to me, but I think it was Josh. He was apologizing. I think it sounds like something Josh would say. We've got some special home teams. Bobby is here with Tammy, Eliza, Sam, and Grace, but they're not all here. Home teams, thank you. Hernando is here with Carmel, Preston, and Gabby. Yes. I mentioned Coach Will is here with Nancy and PJ. Important to say thank you to Lindy Brown and his family. Lindy and all the work that's done in promoting our program. Christine is not here, but Jordan is here because Christine's with Olivia, I'm guessing. Is that right? Good. Thank you, Lindy. It's another exciting year, and Lindy gets lots of demands, and we have lots of interesting conversations about things out there, but we're really excited about the future. Now, I mentioned Cindy. I don't see Troy, but is Olivia here? Olivia is here, and Sam is not here. Olivia, way to be here. Way to be here. It's good to see you. Good to see you. My family is not here because my son has a performance at DA right now. Like a movement performance. Whatever that means, and I am missing that performance. But true thanks to my husband, John, and Jack, and Maddie from away. And then we've got the dog group, the Kibo Kai, Benny Scout Dugan. Okay, that's right, Kibo Kai, Benny Scout Dugan. Say it 5 times fast. That would be the dogs. Okay, I think we got some good thank yous out of the way. I'd like to come back and focus on Allison. Allison, I can't believe how fast this has gone. And I can remember driving with your dad, going to your house for your home visit. And I remember the competitors, and I remember being in the hotel, and Marilyn was there talking to you, and I was getting really mad. And Connecticut was there talking with you, and I was getting really mad. And I was last, and it was getting kind of feisty. And your dad came over and said, "Okay, let's go." And I said, where are we going? And he said, "We're going to the house." And he drove me all the way through whatever mountains we went. Then I started to feel happy. I started to feel happy then because I said, okay, some good things are going to happen here. Your family was lovely, always has been lovely to me, but nobody has touched this community like you. There has been no student athlete, to my knowledge, in my 6 years that has come close to what you've done in your 4-year career. Your dedication to a cause, the way you commit, and the way you show how one person can make an impact. Because a lot of people don't think they can, and you did. You established the Blue Devils versus Cancer, and that's a group on campus that raises funds for cancer research. You created the Sweet Night, which was clever, clever, clever. Everybody likes to eat sweets. And you told stories to people, and you brought them there with your fellow students and others. What you've done with the Duke Cancer Institute will continue to impact fundraising forever. I know you'll be a part of them. And again, I want to thank you because you had to balance a lot. Being such a great econ major, very difficult major at Duke, it was absolutely incredible. So please feel, and the greatest news about this for Allison is that she's wanted to do so much back in France and here, and she has a job. Yes! No, I'm not saying that that's a surprise that she'd have a job. I'm saying the difficulty of having a job and going through the whole visa process and the thinking about it. I'll never forget that day you came to practice. And I don't think everybody fully understood what that meant for your freedom and for your opportunity. And it was incredible. The dinner at your house was a blessing beyond measure. None of us will ever be able to replicate something like that. I don't think we've ever had so much fun as a group, and it was truly the kickoff to a great and special season. And sometimes I wish we could all blink and go back there, because everybody was so light and happy, and there were no worries, and all the singing, and some drinking. But it was incredible. So thank you for that. And I want to say that being able to go might have been the greatest support thing Kevin White ever showed us, was by getting that set when we had to get the funding and the organization and that kind of thing. That was a beautiful thing. I'm so excited you're going to be around because you can pop in and out, you can run around. Don't worry, we won't chase you too much. But certainly we can follow your life. I want to review some things that Allison has done. Career record, 122 and 19. That's 87% winning percentage on all of Allie's teams. (62 and 2) in Cameron, 97%. Of course, there's the 4 ACC season championships, the 3 ACC tournament championships, and the 4 NCAA Elite 8 appearances. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. All I can say is you've got all of us. You've got all of us. You've got a huge family. And I just hope you can have that wonderful balance of going to France, getting your croissants, getting your France feel, and then being back in Durham with us. Thank you. Yeah. Once again, staff-wise, Hernando, it's been great to have you in the first year with you and your family. Just want to reiterate that, how special the connection we have back in Maine into my extended family is really cool. Sarah, I want to reiterate the value you've had to this program. I'm already getting nervous on recruiting send-outs. I'm really getting nervous about that right now. You've done a lot. You do a lot of the background and the glue stuff, and that's something we're going to have to work through. Kate, you've been here and getting your master's. Are you done with that yet? She's almost done. She's been working on her master's. Another super person that I've not mentioned, and was responsible for all the good stuff that you see on film, who's incredible, former Duke player. You all know her, but she's just really good at what she does. And that's Lauren Rice, and she's to my left. Lauren Rice. Lauren Rice. Again, Summer, thank you for all that you do. Lindy, we talked about Lindy with all that work there. Bobby, you're terrific. Thank you for getting me organized all the time. Really get me organized. You have a nice way of sending me off when I'm not happy to go with a nice smile. You're very, very good at that. Again, Coach Brown, I hope you'll continue to mentor and do all that you do, especially in the speaking circuit. I think there's so much that people need to learn from you when I see the development of coaches in the game today. So I'm really excited for you to do that. And again, Candace and Joy have been fantastic. I love our direction. We're chasing great as a team. And there's something I am going to read. I hope the girls don't mind. Because maybe it's because he's not here that I want to read it. But I want to share something that my son wrote about this team. And we put it up on the locker, and it stayed on their locker all season. And it just reminds me of the direction we're moving. And it reminds me of the little eyes that look up. If I hear Jack talk any more about how Chelsea passes, or how Lex, I can't mimic Lex's shot, and then he says, this is how Rashay shoots, and he can go through pretty much every one of you with some kind of thing you do in the driveway. And I'm just amazed by that. So whether it's girls or boys, it does not matter. Little eyes are looking up to you. And this is what Jack wrote. If you want to be great. Being great at anything is really hard. That's why most people won't be great. On the other hand, if everyone was great, then would anyone else be great? So what separates the people who become great and don't? Well, the people who become great choose to. And this isn't the kind of choice that decides your lunch. No, it's the kind of choice that takes action and takes you on a journey. The journey has many ups and downs, and sometimes more downs than ups. The weak ones give up when their journey takes a wrong turn, but the great do something extraordinary. They don't give up. They do the exact opposite. They prosper and rise above and beyond and turn a bad into a good. Then they keep going and never settle. Weak ones settle for being good, while the weak ones are settling for winning games. The great ones are getting ready to win another tournament. The reason most others settle is simply because they compare themselves to others. The great ones won't stop at being the best. They'll just keep moving. To someone who is great, there is no such thing as the best. The only thing is to be better tomorrow than you were today. And that's from Jack McCauley to all of us. It's a pleasure to have you here. We are chasing great, and we're going to all be on this journey together. So we're really, really excited. Have a great night and enjoy the awards.